There are thousands of people here on all four corners at Mill Creek Park taking over parts of the plaza for the No Kings Day protest. There are people with signs that say liberty or death. They were chanting the words, "This is what democracy looks like." Trash and debris covers this area of land. You can see items left behind like this pillow where a homeless encampment once sat before the city came and dismantled it. But the big thing is that on the other side sits a neighborhood with homes and cars. An evacuation sparked by a gas line break has left the Lexington community on edge. It comes just 5 months after a home explosion claimed the life of a 5-year-old and injured 2 others. And multiple witnesses that were here at the bar told officers that the suspects took off right after the shooting. Shortly after, officers found them just blocks away. I was sitting just 3 rows behind Officer Vasquez's family as they took turns giving very emotional testimonies. Now, due to the rules of the court, we weren't able to record video or audio of those testimonies. A man who is actually from Venezuela I spoke to earlier today, he says he sees today as a victory. The energy is very high here for Democrat Byron Robertson, who is running for county sheriff, and for Democrat Vanessa Reevely, who is running for county prosecutor. So we got 2-for-1 special here tonight. Yeah, so the real party has started now that the Chiefs have won. And I'm joined with 2 ladies, Lisa and Amy. These ladies have been the life of the party since we got here. They have been dancing around. How you all feeling? We've visited this neighborhood, the Highland Garlands, last month following the first winter storm when it took nearly a week for crews to make it to this part of town. A small child, a boy under the age of 5, was shot here this morning. We're at an apartment complex on Willow Avenue and East 40th Street, and the scene here has since calmed down. Police just wrapped up a short time ago, but earlier today the scene was much more active, as you can imagine, and today has just been a very, very emotional day. It's never easy to look into the eyes of someone who has lost something, especially in such a horrific way as this.
Lanita, they're asking for the community support.
Yes, they are calling on landlords, they are calling on property owners, really anyone who can lend a helping hand to help get these families relocated. It's a little too dark out here right now to show you, but you'll see in a second on the video. A lot of these buildings here have boarded up doors and windows. Residents say that in addition to the poor maintenance, they've dealt with squatters, they've dealt with break-ins, and a number of other safety concerns.
Thanksgiving's tomorrow, and like our oven doesn't even work. So we'll have to figure something out.
Taryn Payne is one of 30 families that will have to vacate the Olive Park Village apartment complex. He says him and his mother were notified about 2 weeks ago that they needed to move.
It's just been really tough. You know, all of this like pretty abruptly, having to find somewhere else new to go. And I don't know, I haven't seen that much, I guess, support for us. It's been hard trying to find somewhere else to go.
A non-compliance sign from the health department now posted on the leasing office door. Boarded up doors and windows can be seen on the building, but residents say conditions are much worse inside.
We kind of depend on these people because we pay them month by month to fix stuff, but they don't do that. It's kind of like using and abusing our money.
I'm actively looking at policy protections that formalize how do we respond when landlords are this egregious.
The city held a press conference Wednesday asking for support from the community, local landlords, and property owners to help relocate the families. When did this issue come to the city? When did you all find out about this?
So usually when a council person finds out about something like this, that's because it's like very serious. So I found out about 14 to 18 days ago.
Whatever necessary action, whether that's abatement, compliance and enforcement, or legal action to rectify what's going on.
I went by the leasing office, but nobody was available to comment, so I called the company.
Your call will be returned as soon as possible during regular business hours.
But got no answer. For Taryn, this holds its own significance.
This is really important for me because this is like within my school district, and this is my last year of high school, and I kind of need to keep this, you know, so I can graduate.
And for residents like Taryn, the city says that they will be holding weekly meetings with the tenants until everyone is relocated. They are also providing vouchers and working with the housing authority and other property owners to try to get everyone out of here as quickly as possible and hopefully before the holidays. As far as next steps, they said they will look to take legal action against the property owners here if those requirements and improvements that they are having required are not met in a timely fashion. For now, in Kansas City, Lanita Brooks, KSHB 41 News.
You start us off.
That's Maria Pike and her baby Destiny. On November 7, 2024, Independence police officers responded to a domestic disturbance. That call, shown through body camera footage, took a drastic turn.
Oh. Whoa! She turned and came at me, and I thought she was going to kill me, so I shot her.
Family members say Maria struggled with postpartum depression. In the Independence shooting, an IPD mental health co-responder was just moments away before officers fired.
This is Heather. This is a co-responder with comprehensive mental health.
In the past year, we were able to follow an officer and co-responder fielding calls.
Are you currently thinking about harming yourself in any way right now?
I was.
Okay.
The cities are trying all different things right now to think about how to respond to behavioral health.
That can look like sending trained mental health workers to certain 911 calls with or without police present. Dr. Jessica Galuli is an assistant professor of sociology and criminal justice at Suffolk University. She studies the 911 call system and the role that dispatchers play in shaping first responses.
The decisions dispatchers have to make around whether a call qualifies for an unarmed civilian response or a police response is a really tough call.
Car 315 is in the area.
More than 100 cities in the U.S. have alternative response programs like this one. Earlier this year, we profiled one KCFD pilot program where a social worker teams up with a paramedic once a week. Nationwide, Dr. Galuli says teams can consist of licensed social workers, clinicians, community members with lived experience, and EMTs or paramedics.
In cities like Durham, North Carolina, it's really working. I mean, their HEART team of alternative responders, they've responded to 32,000 calls. They've asked for police backup in less than 0.5% of those calls. And their responders have been surveyed after going to the calls. 99% of them have felt safe in the interactions.
Dr. Galuli believes as alternative response teams continue to grow, they can be life-saving in emergency crises. The researcher says a constant issue with these programs is funding. Many local programs run on grant funding. The KCFD pilot program shifts the paramedic's job once a week. For KSHB 41 News, I'm Lanita Brooks.
I called her, went straight to voicemail. I called him, it went straight to voicemail. And then I called her again and it rang. And it rang, and no one ever answered.
That would be the last time she called her daughter. Jennifer Zielinski describes the moment she realized her life was forever changed. Her daughter Caitlin, Caitlin's 2 children, and husband died in the Indy Ridge apartment fire Wednesday.
She was a confident woman. Very loud, very boisterous, amazing.
Could just light up a whole room.
That's how Caitlin's family describes her. Her mom, sister, and aunt are now left in shambles as they reminisce, looking at pictures of their family's 4 bright lights.
I look here and you can, in all 3 of the girls and Devontae, you can see the light. And I mean, just, it changes the whole room when they walk in.
Thursday, they got tattoos in remembrance of their loved ones. The art as permanent as the pain.
I have the date of yesterday, and she has the initials for all of them.
As so many others impacted by the fire are now left to pick up the pieces of their lives, they're left to pick up the pieces of their heart.
It's unimaginable. I mean, I don't know. I don't have her to reach out to anymore or to call.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not looking forward to learning what life is for this.
The family is really leaning on each other right now. They actually just celebrated Caitlin's 28th birthday and can't believe that they are now planning a funeral after her and her family's death all within the same month. Our hearts and prayers definitely go out to the family. In Independence, Lanita Brooks, KSHB 41 News. I'm Lanita Brooks with KSHB 41 News, and we're here at the Crossroads where businesses are continuously trying to find new ways to increase safety. Well, now there's a new set of cameras that is catching the attention of residents and visitors. As you drive or walk by, this is what you'll hear.
You are under surveillance.
We got out of the car and we were walking into the restaurant, and then it screamed at us, "You're under surveillance!"
They're loud, flashing, and send a very clear message.
You are under surveillance.
Smile, you're on camera. Located in 2 privately owned parking lots on 17th and Main, the security system is an effort to address crime in the Crossroads, but its overt presence is causing mixed emotions.
That's way too loud. It's horrifying. No. I don't like it.
Obviously, they need surveillance for some sort of reason. So I just think it's, when I hear it, I don't even really think anything of it.
This type of camera is not new to Michael Kono. He says he purchased the cameras for his own business in KCK after experiencing 24 car break-ins on their property.
So the break-ins from that point forward, we went another 6 months and we didn't have a single break-in.
The same is true for this lot. The property manager tells us in a statement in part, quote, "Since installing these systems 8 months ago, we've seen a major reduction in property crimes on these 2 lots, with no cars stolen. Our tenants and the businesses that use these lots have expressed their appreciation for the investment we've made in security." Ty James is the manager at Taps on Main across the street.
It's helped security on one side of the street, and we've had a lot of less break-ins when it comes to like cars and vandalism and all that stuff on more of like the one side of the street, but then it kind of just pushed everything more in the direction on the opposite side of the street.
All things considered, he says the $6,000 cameras are working. In the Crossroads,
You are under surveillance.
Lanita Brooks, KSHB 41 News.
How you doing? Come on, brother. Don't be acting shy now. There you go, baby. Yes, sir.
Last Thanksgiving, we introduced you to this larger-than-life personality.
They know what time it is.
Fred Dantzler, barber and owner of Officially Chopped in Shawnee. He opened his shop in October of 2019, but his vision was always there.
I kept telling all my people that I work with, I'm like, man, one day I'm going to get up out of here and I'm going to make a change. And I tell you what, it all paid off.
And now he pays it forward through Feed KC. For the past 6 years, as long as Officially Chopped has been open, every year he hands out Thanksgiving meals. Not just turkeys, meals.
Dressing, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, green beans, cornbread, milk, eggs, butter, the foil pan, the turkey injectors. Oh, the list goes on, baby.
Everything you need to make Thanksgiving dinner. It's an effort between Fred, his barbers, and his stylists all through the barbershop. And so all last week, your money was no good here. If you wanted a haircut, you had to pay with a turkey.
We ain't talking them corny chins, we talking them big birds, you know what I'm saying? Them butter balls. But
Sunday, with the help of 27 volunteers, they handed out enough food to feed 160 families, a big jump from 15 families in 2019. Beyond the families he feeds, he hopes this inspires more people to come together and show love.
And we ain't sitting over here fighting because, like I said, we already got enough stuff in this world that's trying to divide us. But now we got to cut that out. Hey, everybody come together. At the end of the day, it's always love, you know what I mean?
What the season is all about. In Kansas City, Lanita Brooks, KSHB 41 News.